Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to talk a little bit of mousetrap history by featuring this antique Peerless mousetrap. This trap is 121 years old, and it's one of the most complicated mousetraps that I've ever seen, but it's incredibly effective at catching and killing multiple mice. It was manufactured by the Automatic Trap Company of Chicago, Illinois, and it was patented in June of 1896. But the Automatic Trap Company is not the original inventor of this trap. This trap is a copy of an earlier mousetrap designed by a German man named Carl Bender. There's lots of different styles of these traps that were made in Europe, but this is the American version, a copy, because Carl Bender never actually patented it in the US. Now, this incredibly complicated mousetrap has a lot of moving parts, but one of the most important is the door. The door slides up and down and is attached to a lever with a wire here. It's held open by a little catch that's attached to a teeter-totter, so as the mouse enters, the weight goes on the back of the teeter-totter, lifts up the catch, and that door comes down on the mouse. The mouse is then stuck in this little compartment here. It can't get out because the door is closed. So its only way to get out is up this little wire tunnel. It climbs up this tunnel, and it's hard to see, but in there is a little second lever door that opens and closes. As the mouse comes up this lever, it opens up, and then when it goes past it, it will close, and the mouse cannot go back down the tunnel. This door is still closed though, but it's attached to a lever. And there is a hole right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this little tank out. You can see the little hole where the mouse would enter. And this will be hidden because it's inside the tank, but it would come out on this little pad which is attached to the door. As it comes out on this pad, the weight of the mouse causes the door to slide up and the mouse to slide down into this bucket of water. You just fill this tin with water, kerplunk, it's sunk into the water and it drowns. But as it comes off that lever, it releases its weight and the door opens again and it's ready for the next mouse. So it's really a conveyor line of mice to come in, go up, get dunked into water, and it resets itself. So you could catch endless number of mice as long as they continue to come through the trap to get the bait. Very, very complicated, but at the end of the night, the result is a tank full of dead mice. I'm really curious how this works and if it still works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up in the barn with motion camera footage and see if this 121-year-old mousetrap still works as well as it did back then. See if we can fill up this bucket with dead mice. So we left our Peerless automatic mousetrap in the barn last night, and let's dump it out and see if we got any mice. Hey, look at there. Looks like we got 3 mice in the tank. Seems like these older mousetraps are more complicated with more moving parts, but this worked great. 3 mice in one night is a good result. I'm happy with that, and I am really happy that this works even though it has some rusty parts. These levers and doors still work great. We'll fill this back up and go catch some more mice with it. What a great trap for being so old.